I'm Clifford McClain. I moved in this community about 1954, but I was raised close by, and I've had interested in this. I've been interested in this community all my life because my father used to go to school here in this old building long ago. We could go back and talk a little bit about the building. Back in 1852, I believe it is, that was when it was first talked about a school here. Before that, it was a little grade school, or probably a log school, because the community was very sparsely populated. The whole county was at that time. But anyway, I believe it was in 1852, the conference of the Methodist Church met at Mount Zion over in the Thaxton community and discussed and finalized a lot of discussion that had been going on about a good school in this part of the county. They voted that day to build a school here, and it was to be a higher education than just plain high school, and they called it after outstanding minister of the Methodist Church at that time, and his name was Hannah Highlander. So they named it Hannah Highlander Academy. That was what the name of the school name to be, and then they proceeded as fast as they could about getting money raised from various, I suppose, various congregations throughout and anyway, the conference sponsored it. And it wasn't long till they had work underway. Well, 1853, work was progressing good on the building. I don't know exactly when the first classes was held here, but it's thought it was 1855 when the first school year. We could find that on the records from the Methodist Conference and the minutes of their meetings, but right now I don't have it at my fingertip. There was several classes above the high school level taught here at that time, and there was 2 or 3 big dormitories where the students stayed because travel was hard back then, and they boarded here not too far within these dormitories. There's more people could give you more information on this than I can, but then the school progressed and did real well till the Civil War came on, and which was not too many years, from 55 till the war broke out. And then, of course, everybody got involved. The teachers and the students all went to war. And then after the war broke out, I don't know which one was here first, but the Unions, the Confederates, was driven out. And the Union used this building for headquarters, and they seesawed back and forth anyhow. But this same old building, not the steps here, but the old part of the building, was used by the Confederates and by the Union both, and neither one of them bothered or damaged the building any, which was lucky. Then after the war, the school made maybe a little struggle to open, but failed to ever come back. And the building was juggled back and forth a little for a long time till 1878. The trustees of the Hannah School contacted the Board of Education, Warren County Board of Education, and seen if they couldn't open a free school here. Well, the free school was real good, had four or five teachers, and even had music teachers, and had classrooms upstairs, and a lodge, used it for a lodge hall too, didn't need it all. And that went on for years and years, and if you would check, there's some bulletins and some publications that tells who taught here through the years. I can't remember all of them, but I would say that one of the teachers, one of the prominent teachers was Judge R.W. Smart when he first started teaching. And he used a technique, he went to law school, and when the boys would get in a fight out here or a disagreement, he'd march them up and have court, just like it was at the courthouse. And that was one way he corrected and so I'm told, that was his method, and it was very effective, and it did more good than some harsh, well, raring at them and so forth. But anyway, there's been lots and lots of stories of what happened in the early part of the school here, and then there's a lot after it turned out to be a county school. So there's really two chapters in this the history. What we're trying to do is to save this building and the heritage here for the Hannah Highlander School, and then also for the part it played in the county system. Notice a big hand-hewn beam here. It's believed to be original. That's been here all the years. If you notice, some of it, a lot of it, is decayed and termites has worked, but this one is still strong. The bricks you see on over there stacked up they came out of the wall of this building, and old Father Time was rough on it, and we have to put some new mortar in, but the bricks are still sound, and we want to retain all the history we can, so we're working them right back in it. Now the new section you see there is where we had to put brand new, but we don't plan to have any new materials showing. They'll all be antique brick or antique lumber where it shows. And the walls, a storm came and ripped off that, and it stayed open for a long time. It looks rough, but the wall is still sound. And so we plan to, as the saying goes, we plan to restore it in mint condition. And it takes you back before, I can sit here and just imagine, back before the Civil War, when in the Old South was growing strong. And now we could talk a little more about the school after it became a county school. One feller was here the other day, said that he went to school here, and the old bell was up, so they went upstairs, pulled a rope up in the attic, and there wasn't no way the teacher could get up there. and said what they forgot to remember was they was going to have to come down sometime. So when they finally had to come down, she got them by the back of the neck and used the old, what is reading and writing and arithmetic and the tune of a hickory stick. And they got a little hickory stick for hiding the bell so she couldn't ring the bell to put school in, to call the school order that morning. And all that stuff that goes with how they used to go carry water. All the water was carried from spring down there from the beginning of the school plumb on till it closed. And they'd go down there, two little boys, the younger ones in the lower grades was carrying water, and two old big ones was hiding down there, and every time they'd get nearly to the schoolhouse with it, the old big ones would pour the water out and make them go back. And all such meanness that went on here that we like to reminisce. Now, then what we plan to do with this is the community club, the Vervilla Improvement Community Club, is one that's sponsoring the restoring of it. And the club don't have any money, just like all community organizations. And we're planning on having benefit suppers and private donations and all that to help get this work finished. And then we'll use it for a community center. We, of course, a lot of things we could do here, like family reunions, and any time they need a space bigger than a private home, why then we can have this building for the people in the community to use. And we plan on using it once or twice a month as community improvement activities. But the building after school, after the county quit having school here, it was used for just for the election for a long time, and then finally it just got into neglect till we didn't. We're ashamed that it ever got this shape, but we're going to get it. We're positive that the walls is strong enough with a little extra cement here and there to stand a long, long time. And as you can see, we've already started getting a new roof on it. And you probably got that when you was on the outside. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Monday morning, we are going to go back to nailing roof, and I don't know how long it'll take us, but we got to get all this done and get it in the dry, and then we'll plan as money comes in, and we'll appoint, I call it a arm twisting committee, to get out and twist a lot of arms to get a lot of donations so we can finish it. We don't know how long that'll take, but everybody's proud that that we're saving the old building, and quick as we get it back in shape, we're going to apply for, put it on the historical register, the U.S. Register of Historical Places, I believe where you say it. I'm Clifford McClain. I've been interested in this community all my life because my father used to go to school here in this old building long ago. We could go back and talk a little bit about the building. How come here to start on? I guess would be a good place to start. (1853). Work was progressing good on the building. It's thought it was 1855 when the first classes was held here. It was a little grade school, or probably a log school. and it was to be a higher education than just plain high school. The school progressed and did real well till the Civil War came on. Not too many years, from '55 till the war broke out. Everybody got involved, the teachers and the students all went to war. And then after the war broke out, I don't know which one was here first, but the Union used this building for headquarters. The old part of the building was used by the Confederates and by the Union both. Neither one of them bothered or damaged the building, which was lucky. Then after the war, the school was juggled back and forth a little for a long time till 1878. The trustees of the school contacted the Board of Education, Warren County Board of Education, and seen if they couldn't open a free school here. Well, the free school was real good, had four or five teachers, and even had music teachers, had classrooms upstairs, used it for lodge hall too. There's been lots and lots of stories of what happened in the early part of the school here. What we're trying to do is to save this building and the heritage here for the old Highlander School, and then also for the part it played in the county system. Old Father Time was rough on it. We want to retain all the history we can. We like to reminisce. As the saying goes, we plan to restore it in mint condition. And then we'll use it for a community center, family reunions, and anytime they need a space bigger than a private home, we can have this building for the people in the community to use. Everybody's proud that we're saving the old building.